Hi, my name is Nelson. I'm here to show you how to use the gym. A lot of you, like I was maybe a year ago, didn't really know much about the gym. For example, I looked at these and I thought, what are these metal pieces? They look like pieces but they're heavier and they have these numbers on it. And I have no idea what it means. But here I am today, a little bit wiser, a little bit smarter, and a little bit more fit, and I'm here to show you how to actually use these things. What you need is a few things. One, you need a water bottle because you want to keep hydrated. Secondly, you want to be wearing comfortable clothes that you can move in. For example, say a t-shirt and sweatpants and running shoes. Shoes are important because you don't want to be lifting these heavy weights and when you're dropping going, ow, my foot! And then it hurts. It's no fun, right? So I'm going to lead you through a series of gym exercises that'll teach you how to stay in shape, get stronger, and also how to stay fit for those of you who are trying to lose weight. These exercises work for both guys and girls so that everyone can look like an Asian man. Nice, slim, fit, and handsome. Now I'll show you through the gym exercises. We'll go into warm-ups because before you work out, it's important to warm up, exercise well, and that way you don't injure yourself. Now, pedaling this bike seems like an easy thing to do, but you know what happens 10 minutes later? Like right now, it looks like a very easy, simple task. I have to use a bike and talk at the same time. Oh, so heavy. Can't pedal anymore. Oh no. Can't. Okay, so our next exercise will be curls. For these exercises, we use something called these. Now it looks like a cup with like two little pieces on top and bottom. What it actually is, it's like heavy weights. And this number here is how much the weight is in pounds. If you feel like it's too heavy, you choose something lighter. If you feel like it's too light, you choose something heavier. Now first, you take two perfectly symmetrical ones, so that way you work out both your arms in a balanced fashion. You start off low, and then you simply curl it up like this. And that's one. And you just, in a controlled manner, let it go back down, and then up again, and that's two. And you repeat that for as many times as you want. The key things is to make sure that it's balanced, make sure that your back's relatively straight, and your knees are a little bit bent because you don't want to strain your body. The main parts where you want to feel the strain is in your bicep muscles right over here. This is the only part that you should feel the strain. If you feel the strain in your back or other areas, then you're probably doing it wrong. If in doubt, always ask a qualified professional. So the right way of doing it is knees a little bit bent, here's the front, and then back straight, straight up, straight down. You can do that as many times as you want. Generally, we refer to something called sets of, or reps of sets. So for example, 2 reps of 8 is 2 repetitions with 8 curls. And when you do this regularly, it works on your muscles and you get big biceps, just like me, a great Chinese man. Make sure in between of every workout, you take a sip of water, like so, you open your cup, bottle, and you chug. Our next exercise is called pull-ups. What are pull-ups, you ask? Well, it's very simple. You pull and it goes up. Your body goes up and it becomes a pull-up. And generally you use these things over here, like this. It involves these 2 bars. You get on the bars and you pull yourself up. Sort of like so. Just straight pull up, your chin over the rack, down and up, over the rack. But what if you ask Nelson, what if I can't do pull-ups? What happens then? What happens when you go like this? Can't get up. Doesn't really go anywhere. Can't get What happens then? But then we've invented something very special for people like myself and others who can't really do pull-ups. We have something called assisted pull-ups. And let me show you how. Alright, as promised, we have something called assisted pull-ups. And for that, we have this wonderful machine right here. there's weights here. The heavier the weight, the lighter it actually is. So for example, that 90 pounds means that there's 90 pounds of counterbalancing weight. If let's say 10 pounds, it means I will be lifting my weight minus 10 pounds. And 90 is my weight minus 90 pounds. So the heavier the weight on this machine, the lower the weight I'll actually be using to pull up. And as so, I'll show you. Driving on like this, put your legs on your knees on the machine, and then start pulling yourself up. So much easier. Even if the person that needs to do it. And you repeat it repeatedly. And the most important thing about this machine is, if you're not very good at working out, you put a really heavy weight, it becomes really easy, but other people don't know. So it makes you look like you're really strong. And that's a good thing. Now another question you might have is, how do you get a very slim belly like this, where it's not a lot of fat and it's actually relatively slim, without working out too often? For example, I go to the gym maybe once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I still get a slim figure. The question is, how do you do that? Like, how can a normal person get a slim figure without working too hard? Thanks to this machine. And while not really a machine, it helps you do pull-ups. I mean, it helps you do sit-ups. So it keeps you nice and slim with strong abs. And for the Asians that want it, a six-pack, like so. Okay, maybe not a six-pack, but it's getting there. And this is how you get there, with this. So put your knees through like this, so that way it holds your knees in place. And then you let yourself keep your back straight. Remember, you don't want to be hunchback like this because then you're not really helping anything. You want to keep your back straight, straight down, straight up, 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 straight down, straight up. And repeat that for as many times as you can until you feel the sensation here that feels a bit of strain. That's when you know that you're burning your fat away. You'll feel hot, you'll feel sweating, but that's your fat burning away. So each one you do, fat gets burned. And that's how you stay nice and slim like me. And while we're talking about that, I'm gonna do more because I also want to stay slim and thick. Like so. And now you have a basic idea of how to do a gym workout. There's many more exercises which we'll cover in future clips. But first, what's also important to cover is that after your workout, you should also do your stretches. Stretches help you become more flexible, make sure you don't become injured. It's a lot of fun, and also it makes people think you're doing yoga, which also makes you look a lot cooler. So the stretches are like so. You try to touch your toes, that's the most classic one. Stretch your hands up like this, and down, and this is where you touch your toes, but I can't really touch my toes, but that's okay, because with practice, you can touch your toes. The point of that is to show that not everyone is extremely fit or very athletic, but you always want to start at where you are. It's where you're at and how much you improve that counts. Because in the background, there might be other people working out who can lift 2,000 pounds or 3 tons in 4 trucks. What's important is that you improve as a person and you get to the results that you want. For example, I want to touch my toes. Some people can put their head to their toes, but that's those people. If I touch my toes, I become happy. So be happy with your body, be happy with where you're at, and aim for where you want to go. Because what other people do is what other people's business. What's important is that you and I mean us, together, we improve as a team. Or in Mandarin, it's called Twandui Kurzwo. It means teamwork. And as a fellow Chinese person, I wish you all the best on your workout and enjoy. Thank you.